All right, come on over. I want you to hold it. Stay right here. Stretch out your arm. Close your eyes. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Did you trust me? He does. That's good. What are we going to do to him? Dude, why are you messing up my carpet? Why did you drop the water on the carpet? I pushed you. Okay, hold on. I got a point. And I appreciate him doing this. He didn't know this. You didn't get it too much on you, did it? Good. There's a point. I want to do this because you will never forget this. You can keep holding it, and I'm not going to push you again, so don't worry. He had a cup full of water. Now, obviously, as I pushed him, you don't have to close your eyes, you're good. As I pushed him, he's like, it's coming again. As I pushed him, the water got out. And the point that I'm trying to make here and that I want you to see is that it wasn't really so much me pushing him that got the water out of the cup that is important. It was the fact that there was water in the cup in the first place to go out. Let me explain what I mean. When we sin, a lot of times we say, well, it was the circumstance, it was the situation that I was involved in, and that made me sin. But really, it's what's already inside of you just coming out, being forced out by a situation, a circumstance that you were involved in. So it's the ugliness of your heart that is just coming out. It's the water that's just coming out because I pushed him instead of it really being so much the circumstance or the situation. Are you guys catching this? Thanks, man. Give it up for him. You did great, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. See, when we're with our friends and they convince us to do something that we know is not right, and we do it, it's really because it's already in our heart. It's not so much that they really had to convince us because it was already there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've been in situations so many times when I was your age, junior high and senior high, and I would be in a situation and there'd be something going on and inside I'd be like, man, and I did whatever everybody else was doing. And it wasn't so much that they made me do it. No, I just kind of brought out of me what was already there. I had bad fruit in my life. See, we spent more time investing into looking good from the outside and making sure that everybody else around us thinks that we're okay than we do making sure that we're okay from the inside and dealing with the issue at hand. How many of you guys stood in front of a mirror before you came today and made sure that you look good? Okay, all the ladies at least. Okay, a couple of the guys, good. Okay, how many of you guys, in the last couple of days, you used the mirror? What is wrong with you people not using a mirror? Okay, now, how many of you guys today, and I'm going to stop at a certain, but how many of you guys spend 30 minutes in front of the mirror today? Okay. How many of you guys spend 60 minutes? We'll stop right there. Here's the point, guys. We will put so much time and energy and effort into making sure that we're looking good from the outside, making sure that we're presentable to everybody else around us, but we don't invest any time into making sure that we look good from the inside to the one that really matters. Are you guys with me? We neglect that which is really important. And how many of you guys really want to ask God, show me the ugly motives of my heart. Show me my ugly heart. I mean, how many of you guys want to really ask that? We don't. But you know what? If we want to be people that will bear fruit, we have to ask that question. And we have to pray with that prayer. We have to say, God, I know it's going to hurt. I know it's probably not going to be nice, but I need you to show me what's in my heart. And then your fruit will probably change. See, our inside needs to be transformed for us to be able to bear good fruit. And fruit is what God is looking for. Now let me make a balancing statement, because some of you guys that know the Bible are probably thinking, whoa, where is he going with this? He's talking about works and works and works. I'm not saying that you can achieve salvation through works. Nobody can do that. Salvation comes by Jesus being on the cross and us accepting it. I'm talking about the fact that our salvation can be proved by the actions that we perform. And there's a huge difference. Your salvation can be proved by the action that you perform. Or, in other words, the lack of your salvation can be proven by the actions that you perform. Just because we say that we're saved doesn't mean that we're saved now, does it? It's just like saying, well, I love you, but I'm going to do my own thing. You know my heart, right? There got to be actions that will follow the commitment that we have made. See, if our behavior and actions do not lead to the conclusion that we are bought at a price and have been redeemed, then we're probably not redeemed. Listen up, guys. Listen to this again. If our actions and our behavior do not lead to the conclusion that we are bought at a price and that we are redeemed, I want to question whether we're truly redeemed. Maybe we have never really been redeemed in the first place. There has never been a real salvation experience. Listen up, guys, don't tune me out here, because a lot of you guys are church people and you've heard this all your life and you think you got it all down and you're good to go. If your actions are proving that you have not been redeemed, then I question your and my salvation. If I have actions in my life that continually prove or would make you continue to question, man, is Pastor Stephan really saved? The stuff that he says, the stuff that he does, I don't see that in the Bible. Then I would question my redemption. And if that's you, you should question your redemption. You shouldn't just say, well, I'm saved, I'm good to go. I don't know about that. See, once we have that redemption experience, we do understand this, that we can only abide, only bear fruit by walking and accepting His grace and by abiding in Him. In John 15, verse 4 and 5, it says this, remain in me and I will remain in you. And later on it says, if a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit, and apart from me he can do nothing. The only way that we can bear fruit is by remaining in Him. And the reason why many of you are not bearing fruit is because we are not connected to the vine. That's one of your fill-ins there. The reason why many of us are not bearing fruit is because we are not connected to the vine. Now, does this mean that a good apple tree will never produce a bad apple? Yes. No. Have you ever seen a tree that doesn't produce a bad apple? And the reason why I'm saying this is because, you know what? Yes, we will all fall, we'll all do something stupid, right? How many of you guys did something stupid this week? Not that you remember. That was stupid right there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Ashley. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just picking on you. That was stupid for me. We all done something stupid. And you know, the thing is, if there's a bad apple in the tree, what do? You don't eat it. You repent. I mean, if in a sense of fruit. You repent and you say, God, I'm sorry, forgive me. So yes, a good tree can every once in a while produce a bad apple. But if it does happen, you just say, God, I'm sorry, I did something wrong, and please forgive you. Let me close out, actually, or start closing out, and I'm going to come in for a quick lane, but let me close out by giving you a statement to make you think, and by giving you a challenge while I'm doing it. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask everyone to break up into groups of 2 or 3, and I already mentioned this, and I want you guys to take this seriously. Again, I'm not going to make an altar call like we usually do. I'm not going to ask you guys to come forward unless you really want to pray. Actually, tonight, I would much rather you not respond than respond because you feel like you have to, or you feel like it's the right thing to do. I want you to respond tonight because you're truly seeing there's something ugly in my heart, and the fruit that I'm bearing right now is not the fruit of redemption, but it's a different kind of fruit. And listen to me, 5979, there's tons of you in here that you need to check your life. I really felt, I totally took a different route on Glow Night. I usually preach an evangelistic message, but this is for 5979. There's a lot of you guys in here, you need to check your life and see what kind of fruit you're bearing. Do not ride on the salvation of your parents or your friends. You have to have your own experience. And if you don't have it, then you may have never been redeemed. And maybe tonight you will do that. Or maybe you will go home and really count the cost. That's fine with me. I just want you to start thinking about where you're standing and what kind of food you're producing.